Hey everybody, welcome to That's Good Broncos. I'm Brandon Perna, and the NFL draft is less than a week away, and by now, you've probably consumed enough mock drafts to make you sick. Just absolutely sick to your stomach. And in this episode, I'm going to mock the mock draft experts and just prove to you how stupid it is to be reading all this mock draft bullshit. I think it's fair to say that Mel Kiper Jr. and Todd McShay from ESPN are the faces of the NFL mock draft. And they are presented to the football world by ESPN as football experts. I have no doubt these two rich gentlemen work extremely hard at studying college prospects, or that they both make a significant effort to produce as accurate a mock draft as possible. But, and there is a huge Kardashian-sized but here, their mock draft results suck. The other but, the lesser-sized but here, is that it's not really their fault. The NFL draft is inherently unpredictable. These mock drafts cannot account for draft day trades and team evaluations of individual players. Each team operates at a certain level of secrecy pertaining to the draft, and predicting what they really think about certain players is nearly impossible outside of, say, the first couple picks. Furthermore, McShay and Kiper face the daunting task of trying to predict the needs of 32 different NFL teams. I research the Broncos on a daily basis, and I can't tell you with any certainty that their first pick will be an offensive lineman. How can we expect draft experts trying to evaluate all NFL teams to have a better knowledge of team needs than the guys who cover a single team year-round? Well, honestly, we can't. The very simple point I'm trying to make is all mock drafts are bullshit. There's no way around it. There's more science behind fantasy football than there is in predicting the NFL draft. In 2014, Todd McShay and Mel Kiper each predicted 5 draft picks correctly from the first round. Here's a list of the guys they picked correctly. I will take it a step further and say they really only predicted 3 picks correctly, because by the time the draft started in 2014, everyone knew that the first pick would be Jadeveon Clowney and the second pick would be Greg Robinson. No expert is needed to predict common knowledge. In fairness, they both predicted Sammy Watkins to go at number 4, but they did not predict Buffalo would trade up to get him. McShay also predicted that cornerback Justin Gilbert would go at number 8, but again, it was to the wrong team. Now, for argument's sake, I'll just say they got 5 picks right. If this were a test, they would have gotten a 15%, meaning they failed miserably. Which means if you want to get paid millions of dollars to be an NFL draft analyst, all you have to do is be 15% right on draft day. I've been great at failing miserably my whole life, and by these standards, I believe I can be an amazing NFL draft analyst. So, check out the series of videos directly below this one to see my complete mock draft that I can guarantee will be at least 10 to 15% accurate, which makes me just as credible as the most famous draft analysts on the earth. If I don't get at least 10% of the predictions correct, then I will openly admit that both Todd McShay and Mel Kiper Jr. are much smarter than me. Until that happens, I will claim superiority. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. To see my full mock draft predictions, you're gonna have to go to the Mile High Huddle. I'm gonna put a link right here in the description. Click it. I'll give you 3 videos predicting the first 32 picks of the NFL draft, and like I said, I'm gonna be at least 10 to 15% correct, which means I'm gonna be just as good as Mel Kiper Jr. and Todd McShay, the world's best draft guys on earth.